everyone. Today I'm doing a series of 7 different soaps, and I'm showing the essential oil blends to try to be an aid to you as a soaper so that you can try it for yourself and know how much to put in, and also you can then play with that blend and make it your own if you like. I'm going to be doing a lotion bar with 15% super fat with yin yang and peppermint in it, and with pieces of my soap scraps from previous soaps put in for color. I'm going to be doing a pine and tea tree, great for the good old boy and for the hunter. Country boy will survive. This one here is lavender, pomarosa, rosemary, and peppermint with oats, honey, and bee pollen. And this one is cedarwood and tea tree. It is my biggest seller. This one is lemongrass, rosemary, turmeric, and tea tree. Great facial bar, acne bar. And this one is the same except for it has tangerine in it, so that makes it great for oily skin. Then we played with making a soap mold out of a cardboard box, and we made this in-pot swirl. It's pretty decent. I think I like it. And we made this, and we were testing some new essential oils of Essential Depot. Oh, it smells very herbally, very earthy. We're putting bay essential oil, basil essential oil, thyme essential oil, rosemary essential oil with a touch of peppermint. And I think it would have so loved a little bit of clary sage, but I didn't have any. So that is a new fun play toy for me. I love it. And I wasn't sure if I was going to love it or not. So that one there is, that's the soaps that we're fixing to do. Now, I'm going to put this clip at the beginning of each one of these videos. So when you click on this video, you're going to still see this clip. When you click on this video, you're still going to see this clip, because I'm going to put it at the beginning of each one of them, because it's an essential oil soap blend series. And as I said, this is meant to help soapers with ideas about what goes good together, what's popular, what smells good, what works well together. It's just to be a help tool. You're welcome to put these essential oil blends together and sell them in your soaps. And if you feel better about it, change them up a little bit and make them your own. So let's get soaping, everybody. Okay, this is our lavender, pomarosa, rosemary, and peppermint. In that one, let me turn to it, sorry. In that one, I am putting in, now this is a double batch, 5 tablespoons of rosemary, 5 tablespoons of pomarosa, 2 tablespoons of lavender, 2 tablespoons of peppermint, that would be 6 tablespoons total of honey. And normally I use 4 tablespoons of pink or dusty rose pink clay, but I didn't have but 2 tablespoons of that, so I've added 1 tablespoon of turmeric to the 2 tablespoons of pink dusty rose clay, and we'll see how that turns. And then it also includes 1 cup of ground organic oats and 2 tablespoons of bee pollen. And I have soaked my I ground my bee pollen in my bullet. You can use a coffee grinder. I buy at the health food store, and then I soak it in olive oil to keep it moist, and so it's not so scratchy for the skin. So we'll begin to add our ingredients. And this is our honey and our bee pollen. That's our oats, but it don't go in next. We want to get our Superfats in next. I have got an order in for the pink clay, but it is the holidays and it has not got here yet, and it's took longer than usual to get an order, and it's not supposed to be here until Friday. And today's Monday, and I ordered it a long time ago, but with all the holidays, counting I guess too. Isn't that fun? Alright, now we're going to put in our cup of oats. If you were doing a single batch, that would be a half a cup of oats. And I grind those myself in my Health Master blender. It's sort of a high-powered blender. But if you do decide to grind your own oats, no matter what you use to grind them, that can whether it's a food processor, blender, whatever, it's got to be perfectly dry. So don't use it if you washed it today, because no matter how good you dry it, there'll be some water residue down in there, and it'll give you trouble with gumming up. And if it's perfectly dry, then you'll get something like you'll get an oat flour. Alright, now we will, well, if I can figure out where to put it, there it is. Now we'll put the lid on that and let that cook for 30 minutes. Okay, this is our lavender, palmarosa, and rosemary with a touch of peppermint with oats, honey, and bee pollen. And now it's cooked its last 30 minutes. And so now we'll stir it up real good. Make sure everything's mixed up good. And we will let it cool until it gets to 160. And then we'll put our essential oils in it. If you leave the lid off to get it to cool faster, you have to stir it real often. Even with the lid on, it's good to stir it from time to time. Okay, this is our oats, honey, and bee pollen. And the oats makes it a little bit more apt to get clumpy on the top. You just have to keep stirring it while you're cooling. Alright, and we are putting in, oh, let me find my sheet. Rosemary 5 tablespoons, palmarosa 5 tablespoons, lavender 2 tablespoons, peppermint 2 tablespoons, 6 tablespoons honey, and we had a cup of oats and 2 tablespoons of bee pollen. And of course you would divide that in half if you're doing a single recipe. This is a double batch. And this is one of my most popular soaps. And I think that the yellow and the pink clay and the yellow turmeric has turned a pretty color. We'll see. It is usually pinker with just pink clay, but I was low and my order hadn't arrived, so I had to make do because I had like 2 or 3 bars of this soap left. I'm going to start on one end and work to the other. And of course the oats that's in here makes this extra creamy. Great for dry skin. Lavender is great for skin. Palmarosa is great for skin. So, peppermint is great for itchy skin, irritated skin. As much as I stirred that, I actually just found a pocket of unstirred oats. But we'll get that blended in before it goes in the mold. Ooh, this smells good. There was just a little chunk I don't want to use. It looked like it had not gotten properly colored, so I just excommunicated that little booger. Alright. Looks like we're going to be a little full. No, I think I got some extra room down here in the end. Alright, and I'm going to just leave it with this rugged top. And you can see that, the texture with the oats and the honey, the bee pollen. Alright, we'll cut that tomorrow. I'm going to cover it up with some plastic. Hello everyone. This is our lavender, palmarosa, and rosemary with a touch of peppermint soap with excuse me, with oats, honey, and bee pollen. And I thought that the pink clay and a little bit of turmeric turned out real pretty. It's not as rosy as when I've got four tablespoons of the dusty rose pink clay, but it's very nice. And let's see what it looks like when we cut it. Ooh, that's very nice. I love the oats and the honey. The honey is a moisture lock, so it helps to prevent the skin from drying out. Also, honey is said to be good internally and externally for helping with allergies and immune system. Oh, and it is a wonderful blend. It is one of my most popular soaps. I know you will love it. Let's cut us a couple more bars. I got a little white chunk in there. Something fell off the side. And I personally think it gives soap a little character. Oh, yes. That is a beautiful soap. Isn't that pretty? I do like just the pink, but that color is beautiful. I just really like just the pink better. And I have an order for that that will be in Thursday. I think today's Wednesday, if I'm not lost. No, today's Tuesday. I was up late last night uploading videos and finishing my soaping. So, isn't this a beautiful soap? And lavender and pomarosa and rosemary, I'll have a little bit of a floral, and then the peppermint adds a little sweetness to it. I think that 1 tablespoon of peppermint adds a little sweetness without really saying peppermint. And when you put 2 tablespoons, which I believe is what we did in this size loaf batch, you get just a hint of the peppermint. And that makes it awesome too, because you got sort of a floral mint, but it's not like a floral, ooh, that's peppermint, you know. Peppermint is good for itchy skin, and so it's great for the skin as well. It should not be used in great large quantities, but it is awesome for itchy skin. And so that is why this bar, along with the creaminess of the oats, and oats is awesome for the skin. We've been taking oat baths for ages, plus the honey and the bee pollen, plus our essential oils. This makes an awesome skin for the skin soap. And so I know you will thoroughly enjoy this blend. It is one of my best sellers. All right. Now, if you're watching this, my face is on one side or the other, and so if you click on my face, you can go to my main channel page, and on your right, there are some links, one to my Facebook product page, one to my Facebook chat page where you can chat soap, ask me questions, plus you can also brag and share your own videos or pictures of your soap, and just have fun and be nice to everybody. That's our motto. Then the first link, though, is my webpage. So if you'd like to buy some soap from me, you can click on that link. And then there's my Essential Depot link. And I really appreciate anybody that clicks on that. It helps me out. If you click on it, it sends a cookie to their shopping cart. If you stay on the webpage and purchase something, I get a few pennies, and that really keeps me soaping, keeps me YouTubing. With today's economy, every little penny counts. And then plus... I think that's it. Yep, that's all my links. Okay, and then, there's 2 other Facebook pages for chat and soap, and those are awesome too. And then, if you would hit the like button and share me on Facebook, that would be awesome. And please subscribe, and please leave me your comments. All right, thanks everybody. I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Okay, everybody, I wanted to do just a little bit of a lather test, and this is a little piece of the, well, if it don't get away from me, this is a little piece of the lotion bar, and you can see how creamy it is. And then, if you add a little water to it, look at the bubbles. Isn't that awesome? And it feels so good on the skin. That 15% super fat is awesome. Oh, and the yin yang really comes out nicely. Alright. And my skin feels clean, but it feels very soft and moisturized. I think you'll love this recipe. You'll find some recipes in the description of this video.